Hey, hope you're doing well. Welcome to this video. Now I'm going to be sharing with you what happens month to month to get a website to rank high on Google. So if you're not sure, maybe you're new to SEO or you just haven't managed to get the results for your clients yet, then you're going to find this useful. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Tristan. I was once a struggling freelancer, but now I have a stable web design business, which brings in monthly recurring revenue through web design and through SEO. And I want to share with you what I do in my business month to month to get my customers results. All right, now let me just minimize this, pop this over here. So now here I have an interactive spreadsheet and it's in the form of a checklist, which honestly you can follow along with. This thing is awesome, and this is available to everyone within my agency Alchemist community. And in fact, I will drop a link down below in this video if you want access to this sheet. More than happy to give this away. So you'll see that we have just some basic information at the top. So you've just put your customer's name in, their website if you want to put that in. Change this information, it's no problem. If you are grabbing a copy of this for yourself, just go to file and go to make a copy and you can use it for each one of your campaigns. Now we have this broken up into a pre-launch phase, and then we have month 1 to 6. That's what I'm going to be talking you through. What actions do we take month to month with our SEO campaigns to get our clients to rank higher on Google? What happens in month 1, month 2, all the way up to at least 6 months and then beyond. Okay, so you're going to get a pretty good idea of what that looks like. So a couple of tasks here. Pre-launch phase. This often is more important. This is more important for websites that we have built. And what do we need to make sure that takes place with each one of our websites before they go out into the wild and start getting indexed by Google? So obviously we need to put it live. We need to add new owners as content managers. Make sure the website is crawlable in WordPress. That's super important because when you're building a site in WordPress, often if you're building it on a live URL, if you are doing anything similar to me, I build on a subdomain of my own domain, which then becomes indexable by default. So you have to turn it off in the settings, and you can just follow this step here in order to turn that on and off. Activate speed optimization, compress all images, CSS and JavaScript, compress all HTML, CSS and JavaScript, compress images, and assign lazy load. And then add website caching and test. So we want to just add some sort of caching just so it's optimized and it's fast. So there's just a few tasks there that we would do to each website that we build. And honestly, this is really cool because you can start checking these things off, okay, and it scrubs this out. Now, by all means, I cannot take responsibility for the functionality here. I actually saw this, I think it was on Patent's, on one of Patent's videos. I saw that he had a similar Excel file that was able to be checked off, and so I managed to find out how to do this. So hats off to him and his team. I can't take credit for the functionality here. But once you get through, you would just check all these off. And that then brings us on to month 1. Okay, so this is where we get into like the nuts and bolts of our SEO campaign. Once a customer has signed up, what are the first actions that we do within that first month? Now, I do want to caveat this by making it clear that depending on what SEO package a customer takes with us, whether it's our basic package or whether it's our premium package, that will depend on the amount of hours that we assign to a campaign each month. Now, we typically charge around £100 an hour. And for a £500 package, you get around 5 hours per month that we will work on your campaign. Now, with the higher package that's around £1,000, we double that, it's around 10 hours. It just means that things get done quicker and you can see results much faster. Now, it's totally up to you. I don't know what you are charging your customers or how you're planning on doing that, but this is just to give you an idea of what tasks take place on a monthly basis for each one of our customers. So first of all, we are tackling month 1, we're tackling essentially what I call the foundations. So this starts off with a technical website audit. And so we're just creating a new project. Traditionally, we did this in Ubersuggest. We have done this in SEMrush, and we also have a Ahrefs. So whatever account that you're using, make sure that you set up a technical audit just so it's able to gather its current performance and its current benchmark, and it gives you a set of tasks and things that you can look to optimize. We're going to install Yoast SEO plugin on a WordPress website if it doesn't have it already. And we're going to create a sitemap if it doesn't have it already. And that is done within Yoast, and it's just giving you an idea of how to do that there. You want to gain access or put live Google My Business. So if they don't have a GMB account, we're going to do that in month 1 too. But 9 times out of 10, they already have one. So you just need to gain access to it. So we can check those off. Gain access or put Search Console live. So if they don't have Google Search Console installed yet on their website, you want to make sure that you get access to that. You want to submit the sitemap to Search Console if they haven't done that already. Now, most of the time, a lot of businesses have this done already, but it's nice to just make sure that those kind of housekeeping things are taken care of in the first month. Gain access or connect to Google Analytics. Again, they probably have that. So that's just some foundations. That's some typical housekeeping that each campaign needs to have. So we just take care of all of that in month 1. And often this will just be taken care of during the onboarding. Now this then moves us on to the initial on-page SEO. This is where we just kind of get into the core nuts and bolts of our campaign. So first of all, it starts off with keyword research. Now you may have done this already depending on your process. There's been circumstances where we've taken care of this on the onboarding, or we have done this in a free or paid audit before we've signed up a customer. But regardless, keyword research has to take place. You have to be able to identify those lucrative keywords, the ones that are going to generate them traffic, that aren't going to be too super difficult for them to rank for. And you want to collect a list and just highlight what keywords that you're going to be going after. So once you've highlighted what keywords you want to go after, you want to assign those keywords to an initial landing page. So what I typically do is in the first 6 months, we'll work on 5 to 10, depending on what package they're on. Of course, if they're on the higher ticket package, then we'll double that, maybe even sometimes triple that value, but it just gives you an idea. So we're going to assign 10 keywords to a landing page, and it's 1 keyword per landing page, okay? And then for each one of those landing pages, let's say we've got 5 keywords and we've assigned those to 5 different landing pages. We then need to make sure that those 5 different landing pages have a meta title which includes their keyword, okay? And we also need to do the same with the meta descriptions. So pretty easy to do, just simple meta descriptions, meta titles. You can even use AI to help you write that if you want. And also, important one here, we're going to make sure that the keyword is in the H1 title of the landing page that you are trying to optimize for. So already you can see, it's not too much work. Okay, you're probably looking at this saying, well, you haven't done much in the first month. And I just want to make it clear that this does take time, and we assign on average 5 hours for our lower ticket package. So we'll take 5 hours of work. Keyword research alone can take a little bit of time. Then you've got the assigning, then just going in and making all of those changes and making sure that it's all tickety-boo. It does take time. Next, we've got generate category level meta descriptions to all other pages. So the reason why we do this is we want to make sure that there are meta descriptions on all of the pages. And if we're only optimizing 10 pages to start with, we don't want to leave all of the others out. So we will just create a generic one for all of the remaining pages. By all means, there has been circumstances where we just think, we're just going to go into each and every page that exists on the site, and we will just create a custom meta description, especially if we're using AI to help write these. It's totally your call, but this is the way that this is structured, and by all means you can go in and you can change the way this works. And then what we're going to do is we're going to ask Google to recrawl all the pages that we've made changes to, and you can do that within Search Console. So that's it for the first month, okay? Month 2, this is where we start getting into citations and outreach and getting backlinks, which you don't do any backlinking in the first month for our typical campaign. But as I've said, if they are on the higher ticket package, we're going to put more work, more effort into that first month. We're going to assign more hours to it. And the chances are we will be looking to do Blogg Outreach and backlinking straight from month 1 because we want those quicker results. So we're going to order some citations using name, address, and phone number, or NAP, from the Google My Business account. It has to be consistent. You need a consistent name and address and a phone number. It needs to be the same as GMB. It needs to be the same as your website. That's how Google's going to tie all the dots. So we can just purchase citations through FatJoe. Honestly, they don't have a high enough weighting to warrant you setting up a ton of directory style sites. Just pay the likes of FatJoe to do it for you, and it's going to save you a ton of time. And that way you can assign more time to actually doing the core work within each campaign. Now we're going to start looking for easy win backlinking opportunities in month 2. Okay, so you want to look at competitors and see if there's any that you can also reach out to. We don't actually spend way too much time on this, and I'll show you what that means in a second. But any quick wins based on the competitors that you're looking to outrank, just see if there's anything there, any that you can reach out to and get a backlink for. And similar to this, free local news websites or blogs that you've maybe developed a relationship with, or some quick wins in terms of reaching out to a local news website to feature the business or write an article to host on there. Not always possible, but it's worth checking out, certainly in month 2. Sometimes they'll be available for free. Sometimes you might have to pay a little bit of money to host that to host that on there. But again, your call. If this doesn't work, we have an option in month 3, which you can just do in month 2. You can just come in and change that if you want. Now we're going to start walking through site errors. So remember, we did an initial audit in month 1. That's going to give us a list of site errors that exist on the site, and we're going to start month to month tackling some of those errors. It's unnecessary to tackle them all, in month 1, even all in month 2. You want to kind of get the most important ones, which your software will, whether you're using Ubersuggest or the likes of Ahrefs, it will categorize and prioritize your errors for you. You just kind of wanted to get the high priority ones first, and then month to month you'll start working through them. So I'm going to go through the site errors. You want to then check the H2 and H6 titles within the main body content of those first 10 landing pages that we are optimizing month to month. Now again, if you've got more time, you can do that in month 2. It's totally up to you. But bear in mind, you have an entire column here which will give you an instruction and a tip for you to follow for each one of these. Then you want to write additional content to 1 to 3 of the landing pages based on competitor analysis. Okay, so we're not writing content for all of the 10 pages or 5 pages that we're looking to rank for. You want to be realistic here. Remember, we're assigning around 5 hours a month to this account. So there's only so much work that we're going to get done within those 5 hours. Now, again, you can use AI to really speed up this process, and I do have templates available that with predefined prompts that allow us to do that. But we're going to take 1, 2, or even 3 of the key landing pages that we are looking to increase the ranking for, and we're going to write additional content for it. What I mean by competitor analysis is if you're looking at a competitor and you're trying to outrank one of their pages and they have 2,000 words on their page, you want to make sure that you're writing more than that. Okay, so that's why we're looking at competitor analysis. And then again, ask Google to recrawl the pages that you've made changes to at the end of that month. Month 3. Now, things are going to start getting a little bit repetitive here, all right? But the important one here is buy Blogg Outreach link. Now, in month 2, I said, look for easy wins or do Blogg Outreach here. Look at local news companies, see if you can get a kind of easy link on a local news site, which is going to benefit your customer or the website that you're looking to rank higher for. Here, we're just going to start buying them, all right? And you might be thinking, well, that's cheating. And ultimately, maybe you can look at it like that. It's totally up to you. But the way that I see it is we are being efficient. There are plenty of companies out there now that are designed and build, their whole business model is around building relationships with websites that are relevant to whatever niche that you're looking to rank for. And they have a very quick and easy way for you to get a link to your site. Okay, they're good quality links as well if you're using the right provider. And you can see here that we use links that rank as an option. They're quite expensive, but they do work. So what we tend to do now month to month is we'll buy a link, but we have to take that into consideration. That does trim some of the margin off the some of the margin off the profit, because it's classed as an overhead. Well, previously we would spend hours trying to do this. Sometimes we'd end up with more subpar results than we would like, or we would be, paying a VA to do a lot of outreach for us. This just removes all of that, and we're getting really good results, which is why I now recommend this. So you'd buy a Blogg Outreach link. I'd say minimum of 20 plus domain authority. And then once that's done, it's done. Then check all images within the image gallery to check that if there's any missing alt tags. Feel free to add alt tags. It is recommended, and if you can add alt tags that include your keyword for the page that the image is assigned to, that's going to give you even more branding points in the eyes of Google. Add images to key landing pages. So we're writing the content here. We're then coming back through and we're looking at the images. If there's not enough images on that page, just add some. Again, look at the competitors. How many images do they have on their site? You want to put more on there. It's all about beating the competition. So add those images to the site. Start making any mobile friendly site improvements. Now, you might be wondering, why is this in month 3? And you could put this in month 2 if you like. It maybe should be moved. I did this probably 12 months ago. I built this list. So maybe we could move mobile friendly site to month 2. But 9 times out of 10, a website, if you are looking to improve a website's ranking, the chances are it's already mobile friendly. Otherwise, it probably would warrant an entire new website, a rebuild, if it isn't mobile friendly at all, because it's clearly that much out of date. But we're just going to go through making sure that there's any mobile site friendly improvements, and you can use the Google tool that allows you to get a rating to see what the mobile state is. All right, next we've got fix more site errors from your audit. So again, we're just going through and we are fixing more site errors, write additional content for 1 to 3 key landing pages based on competitor analysis. So this is exactly what we did the month before. So those 5 to 10 pages that we're looking to rank, we'll just, month to month, we're going to go through, we're going to take a couple of them and we're going to start writing content and building them out and making sure that they are better than the competitors. And then again, we're going to get them to recrawl. Month 4, very similar, okay? Buy a new link. Okay, you want to make sure that there's a link each month. We're going to add more images to Google My Business. That's different this month. We're going to encourage our customer to increase their Google reviews if they don't have that many. So you can just supply them with the link. We're going to finish site errors from the initial audit. If we haven't done that already, depending on how many errors there are, we're going to look to finish that up by the 4th month. Okay, we're going to write additional content again. Now, also, we're going to look to write 1,000-word SEO optimized blog article. Now, honestly, we do use, again, AI to help us with this. We have an SOP and a series of prompts, which is really good at allowing us to write website blog articles that rank well. So by all means, feel free to use AI, but you have to humanize it. I just want to make that clear. We don't just put a bunch of prompts into AI, copy and paste it into the website. We use it as a framework, as a starting point, and then we can go through, we can add a point of view, we can humanize things just to make sure that it is unique and it does have substance. Next, we're going to ask Google to index new pages. So if we have written a blog article, we're just going to ask Google to index that. And then we're going to ask Google to recrawl any pages that we've made changes to. Month 5, okay, we're going to order more citations here, and we're going to buy a Blogg Outreach link. We're going to continue to write content. That should actually be a 1,000-word SEO blog article. So we're going to write another blog article, which shouldn't really take that long with using AI. We're going to then start exploring any new keyword opportunities, because we will be getting to the end of our optimized pages, those initial 10. So we're going to start exploring new opportunities with our keywords, and we'll pop those over to the client and say, look, we're going to start looking to optimize for these keywords. Are you happy with that? We're going to assign new page ideas to a keyword. So if any of the pages or any of the keywords that you have looked to go after, if those pages don't exist on the site and you can't assign a keyword to an existing page, then you want to come up with a new page idea. And then we're going to ask Google to index any new pages that have been written. And then month 6 plus, okay, you can see that things are already starting to get repetitive. And ultimately, when you are looking to rank a site, there's a series of steps that you can do each month for a website. And then it becomes more repetitive. So on a monthly basis from month 6, when all of the kind of foundational stuff, all of the on-page stuff has been taken care of, it becomes very much a continuous cycle of outreach, getting backlinks back to the site, making sure that reviews are coming in, exploring new keyword opportunities, doing continuous site audits to make sure that there's not new changes that the SEO tool is recommending, just staying on top of that. Ongoing reporting, so month to month, we do send a report to our customers just to make sure that they are in the loop with what we're doing and the results that we're able to get for them. And then just any new pages, we're going to continue to ask Google to optimize them. Okay, and you can see once you've checked these off, the bar here hits 100%, which is Awesome, I do love this. So if you do want a copy of this, there will be a link down in the description which includes this checklist, as well as some additional SEO lessons if you're interested in that. So hopefully you now understand what we do month to month within my business in order to get a customer's website to rank higher on Google. The checklist is great. I use it myself for each one of my customers, and I've been using it for over 12 months now. So hopefully you're going to find value in that too. There's more videos coming up now on the end screen for you to go and check out, which you will find valuable. And I just want to say thank you for watching. If you found it valuable, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.